Come to think of it, our ranks have gone unchanged for a while now.
Our combined might is a force to be reckoned with. I say we forge on together, for as long as we may.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
A hole! That's the size of a hole!
I can do no less than service to you. Splendid.
Hard one. We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne, yet not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders. They are not dealt with lightly. Their schools are one. Regardless, do well not to invite my mistrust.
The Arisen has been put to sleep.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
I shan't let them off.
This will serve for a fine tale when I rejoin my master beyond the rift.
It is not what I expected. Yon statue makes for a fine landmark.
I can see no reason not to go see it up close.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle? If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance?
Unless I am much mistaken. We have cause to visit a place not far from here.
Perhaps we ought to go there first. What say you, Arisen?
One can see far to the distance from here.
We are alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings.
You have my support.
You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye?
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
My legs are in lead.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my ability.
It will be an honor to serve by your side.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure. I've got a good feeling about this one. Goblins approach!
Have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
You must cleanse yourself of that oil for no taste.
No one can defend themselves from craftwood like this.
I nearly did as duty demands.
Not a bad There's no debilitation that curative cannot mend. Over so soon? Why, greetings have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better...
Oh, well spotted. Most impressive. Such a thing escaped my master's notice entirely.
On my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
We've got goblins!
Shame I have no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat? At last, a chance to
We can afford to grow. Our foe is not yet done.
Spell will empower you. Elemental.
We found a chest. Let us examine what it has to offer.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
I'm in no need of a rest as yet, Master.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy.
What's this? We're trapped. Fire! A Cyclops!
The power of such a torrent is not to be underestimated. Perhaps we could find a way to mitigate it.
Let us make use of every battle. I've no doubt we'll catch our foes unaware. Oh, stop the beast reeling! If we keep this up, we'll knock its feet right out from under it.
Focused attack will end this foe.
Focus your strength, Arisen!
Ah, now there's a foe I'd have us fell if I may. 'Tis one of the targets marked by my own master. Could I trouble you to assist me?
A moment of indecision may spell our doom.
Really now?
It seems we have engaged our foe.
A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
Understood.
I grant decisive fight. It was most effective.
What's that sound? Fall back!
The light went loose. We must away, lest the current overtake us.
You have my gratitude, sir. 'Twould seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision.
If I learn anything of import, you will be the first to know. Where ought we to go now? I have nothing further to add. I'll serve with redoubled vigor this day. This material can be used to enhance equipment, and is a rarity besides.
I dare say the quandary of what to do with it is half the joy.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I see a ladder yonder. But we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
It would allow us to save our strength. Assuming we're not attacked, that is.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Goblins approach!
Most impressive, Master!
Let us not get ahead of us. The battle continues.
Huzzah! We've done it!
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of... All right? Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Ramon's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds. In order to rob you following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her game. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear? I will amend my decision to involve my subordinates.
Just about anywhere.
Earn the people's faith, and we'll have our chance. Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Thought you could hide, eh? Oi! Halt!
Leave this to me, Master. I'll bring you straight to the one you seek.
This journey will be a long one. What say we employ an ox cart and save our feet the blisters?
'Tis the Arisen's choice to make. Though I certainly wouldn't begrudge the chance to put my feet up. This way, if you please.
Tranquil places such as this are real treasures.
Not for it, but to cut my teeth in a real battle.
Looking for a craftsman? I'm a master of my trade. Looking for a craftsman? I'm a master of my trade.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers don't... My early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the... Fancy a look at my wares?
Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Good day, sir.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melve? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have my sincerest thanks for aiding her. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray, make good use of it, won't you? Welcome and well met. Don't think I've forgotten your discount now. I'll knock a few gold pieces off aught you buy. So spend away, my good sir.
Always a pleasure.
A treasure chest! Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Dirt and roots make for poor pillows. Couldn't hurt.
Ought to take a moment to replenish my strength. Wish I could go on an adventure.
Best head to Mark. It's my mind.
Please, let this be a bad dream.
I'm doomed.
Flattering always. Time to work.
Guess what's supposed to happen?
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Peruse at your leisure.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce and the central players in the court ought all be in attendance. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
'Tis our duty to bring the beasts low.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your Majesty, you will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation. There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to... Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee, be cautious. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Right. Just follow me.